And it's time now for Your Life Matters with clinical social worker Dr. Beth Plachetka from Safe Harbor Counseling and Dr. Beth Speaks. And Dr. Plachetka, thanks again for joining us this morning. How are things?
They're great. Always a pleasure to be here, Mike. Thanks for having me.
Oh, of course. Good to have you in as we work our way into December now, the month of Christmas, and folks are probably working their way to the stores, going online to get those gifts for those special people in their lives. And we're talking about gift giving today.
Yes, and how we decide what to give and who to give it to. Now, listeners might be interested in reading any of the books about the 5 love languages by Gary Chapman, because what he tells us in those books is that we show our love in 5 different ways. Physical touch, words of affirmation, saying you've done a good job, for example. Quality time, spending time with the person that in a way that they like. Actual gifts and acts of service, doing something for someone else.
Okay.
So if we take a look specifically at gifts, at objects that we give to other people, there's a couple of reasons that we do that. You know, we give it to somebody that a new person because we like them. We want to develop a friendship or some kind of relationship with them, or we want to continue that relationship. We want to reciprocate back and forth and stay friends. We want to show that the relationship is important, and we want to offer an extension of ourselves. We want to give them a piece of us so they don't forget us. It's all about that interpersonal relationship.
Yeah, maybe you're showing appreciation. You're showing, as you mentioned, you want to keep a relationship going. You feel good about that person, and you want just to let them know, a sign of, hey, you're important to me, and here's a small token of my appreciation for just you. You know.
Exactly. We say, I see you, and I value you. All really good things.
All right.
When we give a gift, we are opening ourselves also then to become a receiver, and that is empowering to the other person. So sometimes people say, oh, I'm so embarrassed when I give a gift. But in reality, that is allowing that other person to do the same thing for you. And that is an honor. People don't always think of it that way. When we're choosing a gift, we have to think about the type of relationship that you have with the person, because sometimes it's very casual. Sometimes it's work, sometimes it's family, spouse or partner, and each one has a different kind of boundary about it. You know, if it's really casual, you don't want to do something really expensive and over the top, because it implies an obligation to reciprocate that. That's too much. That makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, maybe that's not so much an honor for the other person.
Right. They might not have the money, or they might be thinking, oh, no, what do I do now?
Right.
So when we're giving a gift, what we really want to do is pick something that we know about the person, that we know that they like, and that we recognize in them. So it doesn't have to be big and showy. If it's a small CD, one time somebody gave me a CD of a song that I loved in high school. They found it. It was like that. It was probably $2.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I still carry it around. And I still remember who gave it to me.
Sure.
So we have to remember that offering the gift is a gift of ourselves, and it is acknowledging the other person. And when we give a gift of ourselves, we do it with a smile. Well, unless you're a brother or sister, you don't toss it at each other. But, you smile and make a wish for the holiday, whether it's Christmas or birthday. And you do give it without expectation that someone's going to give you something right then and there. It's totally free will. Then if you're receiving it, you're accepting the other person. You're saying, I can accept what you're giving me. And again, when you follow those boundaries, when you don't give too much, people can accept it. It's really important to say thank you while you're looking at the person. Some people get very embarrassed.
Right.
Yeah, and it's so hard to say thank you.
And make eye contact and all those good things. You want to do all that stuff.
They always want to say you shouldn't have is what it amounts to. So then comment on the gift and tell how you're going to use it, and let people know through gift giving that we're important to each other, because as we know, our lives matter.
Yeah, and it means a lot, as you mentioned, a gift that even if it's not a monetarily inexpensive gift, if there's thought behind it, to know, I know you like these types of things, so I saw this and wanted to pick this up for you. It's that kind of thought where they'll say, wow, this person was paying attention to me the day I was talking about this, and they remembered, and that goes a long way.
It certainly does.
Were there a couple of books, too, that you wanted to mention?
Yeah. Besides the 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman, there's the Misguided, and that's MISS, Misguided Giving Amazing Gifts Without Breaking the Bank gift guide, and The Language of Gifts, an essential guide to meaningful gift giving. Listeners can find that on the website when they listen to the broadcast.
Excellent. All right, that's all the time we have for today, but some good information as always. Don't forget, you can be involved in our show by submitting your questions at safeharboril.com, and we might read yours or talk about it on an upcoming program. Make sure you join us next Monday for Your Life Matters. It's with clinical social worker Dr. Beth Plachetka from Safe Harbor Counseling and Dr. Beth Speaks.